203 is how many people died downtown last year from fentanyl overdose. I'm painting on the found fentanyl foils and painting skulls on them, doing one for every person that died downtown last year. It's a way to quantify the deaths. I live in the city, I barely leave the city. I basically hang out Soto where I live, Pioneer Square, Chinatown, downtown, Belltown. Started noticing the transition from there being needles on the street and people using heroin on the street to fentanyl foils being on the street and people using fentanyl on the street, and it happened very suddenly. It's hard to figure out a way to really show what's happening through art. So I'd just go through every alleyway downtown, pick up for the foils found on the ground. I kind of started sourcing other ways. I have friends that use and used to use fentanyl, and so I got some from them. When I first opened that Ross bag up, I was just this wave of darkness kind of floated out like a ghost, you know? My brother had a lifetime of opiate use, pretty much. And he used to live on the streets of downtown Seattle back in the 80s. I can kind of see him in the people that I see on the streets, you know? And I'm very curious about his life. After my accident that put me in the wheelchair, I was put on morphine. I was very aware of what opiates can do to people's lives through him, you know? And I'm lucky that I was aware of that, because at a time where my life had changed, I was depressed and going through a lot. I could have turned to opiates to try to kill my pain and emotional, struggles and stuff like that. And I very well could have ended up on the streets myself using fentanyl. The main goal is to try to educate the public about what's happening. Just seeing people's humanity and understanding that a lot of the people are struggling. Just realizing that people that are on the streets using fentanyl are your neighbors, and they have hopes and dreams and lives similar to any of your other neighbors, and to have compassion for that. I think it's kind of a portrait of the city, and it's a portrait of what's happening in this present moment. And I don't think it's going to be like this forever.